So after Thanksgiving, after Black Friday, I finally got to finish this little game called Psychonauts 2. And now you're wondering, what do I think of the game? Of a first-time player to this series? Well then, you came to the right video. Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy X here, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to the review of Psychonauts 2 and stuff. Yeah, I finished this game, I think last week and stuff like that. I've been so busy and stuff like that. You know, I with the holiday and Black Friday shopping stuff like that. Cause no, I had to get all the gifts. I mostly finished with my Christmas shopping. No, comment down below and stuff like that. Are you guys gonna wait to in December to go to Christmas shopping, or do you do it right now stuff like that? I like doing it early, so so I get done early. But I was extremely busy stuff like that. But I did not forget stuff like that and stuff. Thank you for all you guys support on my recent videos and stuff. It's been a long time since I recorded actually a video and stuff like that, since I think last week and stuff like that. So I've been so caught up, I've been so busy and stuff like that. But now today we are back, and yeah. So so if you guys don't know, my reviews are simple stuff like that. I uncover the story, the graphics, the details, the gameplay stuff like that. And at the end, I'll take it over to my tier system and see what tier this game ranks as and stuff like that. Is it trash tier or is it masterpiece tier and stuff like that? So on all that in today's video. If you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share this video out because it helps out so much. And this is the review of Psychonauts 2. All right. Starting off with the story first. Now, like I said, I am new to this franchise. I didn't know this franchise existed or this series existed, but it dates back all the way to PS2. Now, back then, I guess I was a kid and I was just playing Sly Cooper, GTA, and stuff like that, Crash, all these other, classic franchises. But I guess this one slipped under the nose, and the first game came out like 16 years ago and stuff. So I was like Psychonauts stuff like that. But I heard a lot of good things about this game. I'm like, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know and stuff like that. I don't know and stuff like that. If I'm type of game, because it does remind me of a classic PS2 and stuff like that, and a lot of people were saying that, yeah, no, this brings you back to how gaming used to be, back in the day and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, a little nostalgia trip and stuff like that. But on Black Friday and stuff like that, I say, you know what? Let me go ahead and pick it up. Let me go pick it up and stuff like that, because it was on sale and stuff. And I said, you know what? Let me give it a try. And boy, was it worth it, stuff like that. So the story, for the most part and stuff, is kind of simple stuff like that. There will be no spoilers and stuff, but you play as this young kid, like this up and coming psychonaut and stuff named Rasputin and stuff, and basically he wants to become, like the biggest psychonaut and stuff like that. Psychonauts are these it's this organization that goes into people's minds and stuff like that, and tries to help them, stuff like that, and that they're dealing with issues and stuff like that. It's kind of lighthearted, but it tackles some really heavy issues and stuff like that, dealing with mental illness and anger, depression and stuff like that. All these feelings that regular people like me and stuff experience. So I really vibed with the story, stuff like that. There's a lot of heavy moments, a lot of dark moments and stuff like that, which I was surprised of. And yeah, the story for the most part was actually good, stuff like that. I actually love the characters, stuff like that. I love the humor and stuff, and a lot of the camera, a lot of the characters, stuff like that. The story kind of slows down in the second act, just a little bit. There are some levels that it's just like, oh, okay, stuff like that. But most of the people, most of the worlds or people's minds that you go to, stuff like that, are very interesting, and stuff. So, story for the most part is good, stuff like that. I enjoyed Rasputin as a main protagonist and stuff like that. And I thought his voice was going to get annoying. He's like a little, kid, stuff like that. But I actually at the end I was like, yo, like, I'm actually feeling for him and stuff like that. And he goes through a lot and stuff like that. And people kind of like tear him down. And when he first starts off and he gets there, people making fun of him, saying like that. But at the end, people seeing him as a hero and stuff. So, it's basically like just coming up story and stuff. So, really enjoyed that story for the most part. Great. Moving on to the most important aspect of my reviews. Any of my reviews and stuff, gameplay is most important to me. Stuff. I look at gameplay as the pinnacle and the make or break moment for your game, stuff like that. So Psychonauts 2 is a platformer and stuff like that. So if you ever play platformers like Sly Cooper, Mario, whatever, stuff like that, you know what platformer is. I'm not really big into platformers no more and stuff like that, because I don't know, but this right here, amazing stuff like that. A lot of the levels and stuff like that is very detailed. There's so many puzzles and stuff like that. Just thought out stuff. It's like everything is just like very creative and stuff like that. Very artistic and stuff. Now. The combat's pretty simple, stuff like that. You do have powers and stuff like that, mental abilities. You have, you can shoot like, lasers from your head, stuff like that. You have telekinesis and stuff like that. You can read people's minds and stuff like that, and like see through their eyes and stuff like that. You can link to thoughts and stuff like that. There's a slow time, where you can just like freeze the enemies and like slow down time and stuff like that. You all these different abilities at your disposal, and the combat for what it is and stuff like that is simple, stuff like that. This game really reminds you of classic PS2 gaming. It really has that feel, that look, that it's like, okay, this it's like I'm playing a PS2 game, which is not a bad thing, stuff like that. But I did actually enjoy the combat and stuff like that. And most enemies and stuff like that are named. Now, this is the part that I said this is really creative and stuff like that. A lot of the enemies that you fight and stuff like that are named from real human emotions, like doubts, stuff, panic attack and stuff. Envy and stuff, anger and stuff, sadness and stuff, and they're actually like enemies that you fight, and then when you encounter them for the first time, it gives you a brief description of what it means. So I thought that was creative and stuff like that, because again, you are going to people's minds and all those thoughts and stuff like that. Human emotions and stuff. Just run to people's heads and stuff. So I thought that was a great detail, stuff like that. That really catch me, stuff like that. I was like, wow, stuff like that. And even like they had like one that was called the bad mood and stuff like that, and it was like a dark cloud and stuff like that. So just clever stuff like that. I can't stop smiling because I had a smile on my face and stuff like that, because this game took me back to when I was a child and stuff like that. I haven't played a game that made me feel like I was back in my younger years and stuff. But the gameplay for itself, from the puzzles to the combat to the enemies designs and the names, stuff like that, I actually really did enjoy. Now it starts off slow and stuff like that and basic, but as you a lot more powers and stuff, it does get fun and stuff like that. But again, it is basic and stuff, and it does mind you a classic, so it's good, but not like on that level of today's combat and stuff like that. So gameplay, fantastic and stuff like that. Now, time to get to the graphics and the detail and stuff. The graphics and the detail. Now, this is not your typical Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption, stuff like that. These graphics literally has these PS2 themes, stuff like that. The art style screams old school gaming and stuff like that, which I love, stuff like that. The design of people's minds and the levels that you explore and stuff like that, it's just beautiful. Every single is beautiful. There's even this world and stuff like that. Just, it's not like a spoiler, but it's like this world where you're inside a bowling shoe, and this world is like Germ City. Now I know how we joke and stuff like that. I say, oh, no, when you see it's like, oh my god, I got Germ City on my arm now. They actually literally have a world that says Germ City, and there's like germs wearing suits and ties and stuff like that, and it's just, oh man, it's just like the world, the level design is so creative, stuff like that, so much detail, so unique and stuff to the experience and stuff like that, and the graphics just reminds you of old school games and stuff like that. That PS2 style aspect, stuff like that. It's not like too blocky, but it does, but the character designs and stuff like that does remind you of it, stuff like that. But the levels, the worlds and stuff are beautiful and stuff like that. Beautiful stuff like that. So many levels, detail and stuff. You will never get bored exploring, these levels and people's minds, because damn, there's some levels in here that I won't get into that are just like, Jesus, like, wow, like, so yeah. But graphics, level details and stuff like that is fantastic, just for the creativeness and stuff like that, and keeping that classic aspect to it and stuff like that. I was like, yes, and stuff like that. I'm messing with this heavy, stuff like that. But with all that being said and stuff, the pros and the cons of the story kind of slowing down, stuff like that and stuff. Where do I put Psychonauts 2 on my tier list? I'm giving Psychonauts 2 a great tier. It's stuff, yes, it made it to the great tier category. Now, yes, and stuff like that, I would put it in the amazing tier, but you need it just fell short on kind of the story kind of dips in and out and stuff like that in the middle act, and the combat, it is fun, but sometimes it can be clunky and stuff like that. And the problem is there's no like quick, so you have to, so you're gonna equip like 4 powers at once, and you have to constantly, switch to the menu, switch that one now, go back to gameplay, switch that one now, and so it pauses, it pauses the screen, and switch that one out. It kind of is frustrating because when you're in the heat of battle and stuff, and you gotta constantly keep switching to different stuff, and enemies take different powers and stuff. So that kind of slows it down, stuff like that. But great tier is still great and stuff like that. So Psychonauts 2, stuff like that. Highly recommend it. If you just like me that never heard of the series and never played and stuff like that, highly recommend you go check it out and stuff like that. If you get on sale, stuff like that. But very fun game, a very fun game, especially if you're looking for that classic PS2 and stuff like that. Type game, stuff like that. It is. So Psychonauts 2, great tier, stuff like that. What do you guys think about Psychonauts 2, stuff like that? Have you played it? Have you enjoyed it? Stuff like that. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure that you share this video out to the channel so much. Stay tuned for my uploads, guys. Take it easy. Peace.